Hey everyone, it's Tzayla, and welcome back to Off Key and On Pitch, your backstage pass to the unfiltered world of music. Before we dive in, let's make one thing clear. This conversation is chaotic, messy, and completely unfiltered. And honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. This podcast is all about embracing the offbeat moments and the candid, unscripted energy that come with them. Laughter is something that's always been super important to me. Life can get tough, and yes, we need to take it seriously at times, but if we don't learn to laugh at ourselves and the random twists and turns we encounter, we miss out on so much joy and connection. Laughter reminds us that we're all just figuring it out as we go. It keeps us light, it keeps us human, and it keeps us together. And in the end, that's what this episode is all about, connection. In today's episode, I am joined by Jacob Graham and unofficially by Victoria Amaya and Isabel, Izzy, Osman. We talk about the magic that happens when people connect through music, the way that live performances create this incredible energy that everyone in the room shares. Jacob also brings up a beautiful idea that music isn't just something you listen to, but it's something you experience. We also dive into the beauty of collaboration, how life is richer when we create and share with others. Because as I always say, life thrives in connection. Jacob and I have also collabed on 2 songs together, so we talk about that as well. You might recognize his name from my song Arachne. But this episode is real, and it's an unfiltered look at what happens when musicians, friends, and creative minds sit down with no agenda other than to talk, laugh, and see where the conversation takes us. So stick around. If you're short on time, skip to the end for the key takeaways, but if you listen all the way through, I hope you'll see just how valuable it is to laugh, connect, and build something meaningful with others. So with that, let's get right into the episode with Jacob Graham and unofficially Victoria Amaya and Isabel, Izzy, Osman. Hey Jacob, welcome to the show today.
Hey, we already said that.
In case I want to edit the rest of the stuff out. I already did
Wait,
this part.
I'll give you one more intro.
Okay.
Hey, Tzayla, how's it going? Just so glad to be here today. It's a beautiful day here in Port St. Joe, Florida, and we're just. Okay, I'm done. Never mind.
Thank you for having me. This is me. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited.
Okay, can you just go?
Can I just go? Okay. He's got so much anticipation. So much anticipation. Should I give you an intro or later or an intro now?
I don't know what that means.
That means I introduce who you are.
I'm not anybody though.
Yes, you are. That's an awful thing to say.
What?
All right, everybody. This is Jacob Graham. Jacob Graham has been playing guitar since he was in 6th grade. He was forced to, but he actually fell in love with it later on. He is very old, in fact. So he's been playing for many, 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 many years. Feel free to chime in. He is a very skilled guitarist.
That's facts.
He's not a skilled guitarist.
That's not facts. Don't listen to what you say.
In case you listen to my music, you might recognize his name. He was featured on my song Arachne, playing...
You know it.
Huh? You know it. Playing the electric guitar solo.
Yes, sir.
Which is what the majority of our conversation we made up by that. And in case you hear random other sounds, I've got Izzy, Isabel Osman, I'm gonna give you your full name, and Victoria Amaya in the audience today. Legal name. You wanna say hi? Hello.
Hi, good to be here.
Oh my gosh. Okay, stop that.
We are currently in Port St. Joe, Florida.
I already said that.
Oh, whatever. And this is gonna be just a fun conversation. So here we go. You ready?
I'm so ready. I
I'm
just
gonna
woke up today. I was just like, this is what I want to do
Let's
today.
get to a podcast. I asked him multiple times if he didn't want to be on here, and he continually said yes. So if he does poorly, it's his own fault. I gave him an out.
Dang.
Dang.
Wow, okay.
Dang.
Okay, let's go.
Ow. Wow.
I'm ready.
You ready?
Let's see the questions.
Are you sure?
I'm so ready.
What is the atomic mass of tungsten?
81.
You already guessed that and it was wrong. Hang on. I will find the answer.
You don't have the answer?
I do have the answer. The
got it.
answer is 183.84 U.
That's what I said.
You're very wrong.
Run it back. That's
0.84
exactly
U.
what I said.
Anyways, let's talk about music now, because this is a music podcast. Everyone, welcome to Off Key and On Pitch, your backstage pass to the unfiltered world of music. It's my moving on. So you were on Arachne. Talk about that.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, so
Okay, cut all of this.
probably won't, because I love outtakes, and I think they're really funny, so I
Okay.
might keep all
So
of
the
it in.
entire thing is just going to be
Silence.
and just like...
Fine. Okay. So when I sent you guys Arachne, what did you think of it originally?
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Oh my gosh.
You're doing great.
Someone's freaking out.
Yeah, no, it was good. It really needed a guitar solo though, so I just thought like, might as well just add some more guitar, because like what doesn't need more guitar in this world? You know what I'm saying? Like, arguably most things need more guitar, so the more the merrier is what I always say.
The more the merrier. I actually really enjoyed it because I was actually I was so mad at that song. Like, I told myself I had 1 week to finish that song and I had to send it to somebody and they had to tell me what I thought of it because I was just so mad at it. I deleted it 4 times prior. I was so mad at that song. And then I sent it to you guys and you sent the guitar solo back and I was, that's insane! That was my first reaction. I was like, that's insane! It was really good. And then you dropped your mic. What was I saying? Oh, like, that was insane. It was actually really, really good and I really liked it. And that's when I told you should be on the song. It sounded really cool. It sounded really cool. And then I messed with the arrangement and the build, and it sounded even better. And it just got better and better and better. And then now it's here.
All polished and pretty.
All polished and pretty. That's what Izzy said. And my phone turned off.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Guys, her phone turned off.
This is horrible.
I have a lower screen time than you, and you know it. All right.
Send "oh no" in the chat.
It is not a live thing.
Don't comment "oh no" if you heard this part of the podcast.
Comment. Oh no. So we know. So yes, you can.
You can, Vicky.
On Spotify specifically, you can comment on him. Comment below.
Guys, she didn't know you could comment on podcasts.
Come
It's
on,
crazy.
Vicky. Isn't she like the whole social media person? That's like her whole thing.
Anyway, thanks for coming today. Come back next time.
So how does it feel? Oh no, how did you come up with it? Was it like on purpose, or did you were like, oh, this sounds really bad, I'm gonna play over it?
I have very little memory of what actually happened. But I kind of just sat there and randomly played stuff and was like, oh, it's a cool melody. Then I added a little stuff to the melody and was like, oh, this sounds good. And then I just, yeah.
Do you write other stuff?
No. This is the first song I've ever played.
That makes me smile though. So it's like a happy accident.
Yep.
Happy
accident.
How does it feel
Well
to
said.
see? Well said. How does it feel to
Well
see your
said,
name?
Tzayla. Thank you for that.
That's not my name.
What is your name?
Tzayla.
Don't
Cut that.
label name.
Cut that.
Okay, go. Next question.
How does it feel to see your name on Spotify? Or like, meet. Oh my gosh. His phone notification goes meet. Well, I had a question. I was saying it.
How does it feel to see your
How
name
does
on
it feel to see your name on like Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, now that I'm like famous and everything, it's
Oh, yeah,
it's,
you're
it's
so
really a
famous.
different lifestyle. I'm
I
just
know, like you did.
driving around Florida and all these big countries and places and stuff. It's just it really changed the way that I see the world in general. It's kind of interesting how that happens so fast.
I know, like you do one song, you're in Florida playing at like different places in Florida, touring around. Now you're on a podcast.
Yeah, seriously.
What's next, Oprah?
Yep.
Yeah.
I actually have that booked for tomorrow.
Really?
Yes.
No wonder you canceled plans with me.
Mhm.
I was like, what?
Yep. Super busy.
Super
Surprised I
super
even came to this
busy.
one.
He's in demand.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I need to text my mom. Quick.
Okay. So you like seeing your name everywhere? I remember that was like your big requirement. I said, do you want me to pay you? And you said, yes, no, but put my name on it.
Yes, no.
I don't actually remember if you said yes, no. I don't remember. But I spelled your name wrong. Did you notice?
Really?
Yeah.
No. Did you actually?
No. I
She
spelled
did
it
not
right.
spell my name wrong.
I spelled it
For
right.
the record.
Jacob is actually spelled Jaykhaobeh.
Jacob.
Can confirm.
Can confirm. And Graham is spelled with 4 A's, all next to each other.
We'll let her know.
Yeah. Would you ever collab on a song with me again?
No.
No?
Oh, shoot.
Just kidding. We actually did that yesterday with a new song that's
What?
going to release in a couple minutes.
In a couple minutes. We actually should talk about that because I like the song and I would love to release it. So
Uh-huh.
we'll have to talk about that later.
Sounds good.
But the song is called Crocodile Tears.
Yes, it is.
And it's really, really good. Tell us about that, Jacob.
Yeah, so it's this song about crocodile tears. The two elements that we've incorporated so far is guitar and singing.
Revolutionary.
The
Maybe
two.
some violin later if Tzayla can figure out how to play it.
I will eventually play it.
I mean,
this-
Tzayla can figure out how to play it. Cut that last one.
I will play it. I'm so excited. This is Isabel Osman.
Hello?
If you see her name on a song later on, it's because she gave me a violin. I might not release this podcast. It's so all over the place, but I love it so much.
It's authentic.
It's authentic and it's real and it's off key, but
On pitch.
On pitch.
I like that saying a lot.
You're welcome.
On pitch. What does
Mia
that even mean?
So off
Wait,
key.
hold on. Okay. So, Tzayla, tell us the backstory of this name you came up with for this podcast.
I did not
On
come up
key
with
and
the
off
name.
pitch. What the heck does that even mean?
So I didn't come up with the name. My sister did. She looked at me and goes, Tzayla, does this make any sense? She was like, does this make any sense? And I was like, what is it? And she goes, off key and on pitch. And I was like, technically, yes. Because in music theory, you can be off the key, but you can still sound good within it, depending on how you've done it. You don't have to follow the rules. That's my favorite thing, music theory. It's called music theory because in theory, it's right. But if you learn music theory good enough, you can find ways to break it and still sound cool. And that's like the whole part of this podcast. You don't have, there's no one way to do anything. There's so many different ways, and this podcast tries to capture all those stories of the people that do the offbeat, the challenging, and the not quite so normal.
I was paying attention to all of that and got
You're watching a
100%
bee
of it.
that was flying on the wall.
He was a special guest. I was about to interview him.
Is this a special guest? I was like, his name is Benson B.
Benson Beanie the Bee. That's what we should call
That's a movie reference from the Bee movie. His name was something Benson. Mr. Benson.
Okay, let's get back on track. I'm
Back
done
to the
with this.
show. Sponsored by.
Oh yeah, here we have a sponsorship.
I would
Sponsored
love
by
one.
Acer Landscape. If you need any landscaping done in Eugene, Oregon area, I got you. Just give me a call at 541-335-1252 or book online through the contact form on our website or the Calendly booking page. Thank you. Acer-landscape.com. ACER-LANDSCAPE.com.
Oh my god.
That was my favorite thing all day.
You
That
better leave that in.
I'm gonna leave that in. That was really fun.
He didn't stutter.
That's
once.
hysterical.
New for him.
Eugene, Oregon.
Eugene, Oregon.
If you're not in Eugene, Oregon, don't call me. I won't answer.
Can't you
you just gave your phone number to a bunch of people.
Cut that.
cut that out?
I just realized that.
Well, it's a business number.
it out.
541-335-1252. 541-335-1252.
I've never seen anyone
Just
spell
remember that.
landscape that fast.
Yeah, that was impressive.
L-A-N-D-S.
Love it.
LANDSCAPE.
It's because he types into chat so
I type
often
it
he's
so many
memorized
times.
it. Into chat specifically. Oh yeah, because his day job is a landscaper. In case you didn't catch that. I had
Yeah.
another question. So you're talking about Crocodile Tears. What elements incorporated? What did he say? It was elements
Yeah,
incorporated?
so we have guitar, singing, and violin, as we've talked about in the past, but you already forgot because you
No.
don't pay attention to your guests.
I was paying attention. I was telling you to continue. I was reminding you of where
Oh,
you were at.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. So.
Wow. I was
Yeah.
being
So
helpful.
the chord progression: E minor, D, C.
Who's sharing it with everyone?
He's wanting. I don't know. He thinks it's
That's
important.
copyrighted. You can't use that chord progression.
That is not true. I don't think you know how copyright works.
We copyrighted that chord progression.
It's free use. Hashtag music law. It's actually really interesting. If you ever have a free moment, look up.
You've
music
said
law.
that multiple times. We know.
It's very interesting. Shh,
Next.
I talk too much. What was I saying? Yeah, what's Crocodile Tears about?
Don't know, to be honest.
I don't know. You picked the prompt.
I did not write the song.
You read it. I said, "Here's a note. Who pick your favorite prompt?" And you were like, "That."
It's about someone's boyfriend or something.
Brother.
Yeah.
Ex-boyfriend. And you gotta say it with shaking your head in weird ways that I can't do because I'm not a girl.
Boyfriend.
It's the hair. The hair gives it the momentum. He's growing it out. It's okay. It's a
We'll
process.
get there.
He's getting there. It's getting there.
A couple more years.
Comment that his haircut looks funny because he thinks so. I think it looks fine.
Comment that it doesn't.
I think
So
it
I
looks
feel
fine.
good
You're the
about
only
myself.
one who says it looks bad. You were the only one who says it looks bad.
No, it looks amazing. I was just
looks
trying to get
amazing.
them all to say that. Okay, next.
Gaslighting yourself. What was I saying? Oh yeah, music. We love music.
Talk about the story of Crocodile Tears.
Crocodile tears is the metaphor of crocodile tears is when a crocodile kills something about the scientifical thing with his eyes. Someone needs to give me the words. In which the eyes. I have it inside. I'll use it later. It's my dad's, but I do use it quite often. You know that episode, the one episode you did watch? Guess what I was using? A teleprompter.
A teleprompter.
I think it's so cool.
She was using a teleprompter, guys.
She was cheating.
I love how you just keep going like this in the microphone.
Hello.
Like different things. Do you know how hard it's gonna be for me to engineer this later?
That's what makes it fun.
Fun. You're giving me a lot of work to do. Fun. Crocodile tears. Crocodiles cry after they kill something, but it's not because they're sad. It's because of some sort of some sort of
It's the pressure.
the pressure of something. That's what the whole thing is about.
I don't know why I don't know the metaphor.
Well, that's what the metaphor is. And so the song's about like a girl and her boyfriend. ex-boyfriend, currently ex, but the time it was okay. Like she thought he changed, and then they started dating, and then he did it all over again. And now he's like trying to get sympathy for it, but she's like, "You're not sorry, la la dee la dee doo." Crocodile Tears. You got a taste for blood, and I was up next on the menu.
Teaser.
That's a great song. It's so catchy. You're gonna love it.
It is a good song.
It is a good song.
Actually,
We're gonna play it tonight at the High Five Dive Bar in
High five dive
Apalachicola,
bar. High five
Florida.
dive bar. High five dive bar.
High Five Dive Bar.
High five dive bar.
At an open mic night, we're gonna play it. We wrote it yesterday. And I'm recording it, by the way. I hope I didn't tell you that. I'm recording it and most likely live streaming it.
Okay.
Cheese.
Wait, can I record the guitar part?
Sorry?
Can I record the guitar?
For the song?
Yeah.
We'll have to talk about that later when I write your contract.
Okay, bet.
Bet.
I want to play it on
What
my
did you
guitar.
get in exchange for being on Arachne?
I got $1
And
and dinner worth $25 or less.
what happened to that dinner?
I didn't eat it yet. It's in the fridge.
He ordered 2 burritos from Chipotle.
I was gonna sell it to Victoria. How much do you want to pay for it again?
I don't want your Dorito.
Why not?
I want Goodwill clothes.
Good, we'll close.
You promised me Goodwill clothes.
When?
So what?
Something.
Well, no, you can have the Goodwill clothes, but you want to buy the burrito?
I would like to stand by the fact that if you knew you were going to talk this much, I should have given you a microphone. And I asked you over and over again, do you want a microphone? And you both said no.
This isn't about us. Keep going.
Did you just keep talking? I'll give you a microphone. I can pass it to you. Would you like pass the mic?
What's the range on this thing? Like,
I have
is
actually
this way
no
too
idea.
close?
I think I have no
If I'm just
idea.
talking like this, is it
I
just gonna
know-
be like all like
You're breathing on.
air?
You're breathing on.
I actually, there's a way to get rid of breath sounds. That's like, actually, do you know that about music production? You take out your breath sounds.
Really?
Yeah, that. If, listen to the next time you listen
Wait,
to a
say
song.
that in like your announcer voice to the audience.
Say what?
That.
Say what?
That.
Say what?
So
Say-
everyone
Do
knows.
they take the
Hey
breath
guys,
out?
did you know that in
Did you know that in music production they take out the breath sounds?
Accent.
I did not know that.
Did you not know that? You could just do
No.
the whole thing in the British accent. I know you could do accents.
I can't do accents.
You just did one.
It falls apart so
I thought you
fast.
had a British friend.
Yes. They don't
Yes.
have British accents. They're born in America.
How close are you two?
We used to be really close. And
Well,
then they moved
get
to,
closer
they
and then
literally
we can
moved to a
all
different
visit them.
country.
Used to be. Let's unpack that.
Let's unpack that.
Because we moved to a different country. I just said that.
You can stay friends with people from a different country.
I tried.
Example A, you live in Oregon. That's a different country.
That's fact.
No, it's not.
And
Guys,
we're
Oregon.
friends.
To all the listeners out there, Oregon is a real country.
It's a real country. Oregon does not exist. I do not believe it. I think that
Look
you
it
just
up.
go into a little void when I don't see you.
Yep. He turns off.
He turns off. He's just,
Save battery.
Eugene. That's such a funny name. Eugene.
Anyway,
Anyway, I'm sorry. I was talking about something. Oh yeah, get closer with your British friends. So we can all go visit them and stay at their house for free.
how on
Their
topic?
accent.
Let's just keep talking about that. Yeah, so my
How
British
on
friends
topic. Music. We're talking about music. Oh yeah, so they take the breath sounds out in music production.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, listen. Next time you listen to a song, check that out. If they don't do it, it was probably a choice, or they don't know how, or they didn't know they're supposed to.
I like hearing the inhale before.
The inhale. It depends if it's agreed. It depends on like the song. Like in if it's there's only one instrument or
crazy.
there's 2 instruments and it's like a really
like to
more
comment
raw
further on
thing,
that?
I'll leave the breaths in
Would you like to
because like
comment
you
further on
can
that?
feel like it's a thing.
No.
But if it's a lot of stuff, having the breath is really complicated and it makes it really muddy. And then it's
This is
just-
Victoria Amaya
There's
commenting
2
further
different conversations going
on
on.
why she likes Tzayla is breathing.
My name is
I
Tzayla.
find it very relaxing.
Tzayla's breathing.
I find it really relaxing.
That's crazy.
You also like ASMR, which is the weirdest thing ever.
That's why I like hearing your.
She likes ASMR.
I like ASMR. Wait, no.
Jacob.
Guys, keep talking about each other.
Keep talking
Okay.
about each other.
Keep going.
How long have we been here? It's
You
actually
haven't
been.
even got to all the questions yet.
Huh? I finished the questions so long
We
ago.
have to talk about his backstory with guitarism.
We already covered that in his intro.
No, you said he was forced to, but like, why did he get forced? Why did he?
He had to go to school. He went to the coolest school in the world who taught him
never
knitting,
talked about that in this
crocheting,
podcast.
and marimba.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Jacob, let's talk about
I
that.
used to.
Jacob, talk about your past.
You need a microphone if you're gonna. I swear.
I'm trying to help this podcast.
I'm trying to help this podcast.
Let's go get Vicky a microphone.
I agree.
No.
Come here, Vicky. We shall share the microphone. We shall share the microphone.
Just keep asking me questions. I'm not even here.
Vicky, go talk. She wants to hear your story.
Yeah, so my story.
Yeah, so my
Why your
story.
school and why you started playing guitar.
So my school had classes that taught me guitar in it.
Really?
Yes.
I'm being so sarcastic. Continue.
You know, we learned some chords and stuff and like some nice little songs and like nothing crazy. You know, I didn't like it that much. It was kind of boring because that's how most things go when you first start. You're never good at them. And then, you know, kept doing it. Got an electric guitar. Figured out that distortion exists. Realized that that's kind of fun. joined a band. Actually started practicing. Went to sleep. The end. Then I
The
died. What about you, Tzayla? what's your backstory with
How I
guitar?
learned guitar?
How? When?
Actually, my story in music started when I was 3 years old. Yeah.
Oh, tell us more.
Tell you more. It was Christmas, and my mom got me this bright pink Barbie electric guitar, like the toy thing, and then a microphone. And I just remember running around the entire house with both of them, going, "I'm a rock star!" And that's when I knew I fell in love with music. And I was like, "I'm gonna do that for the rest of my life." And then I was 3, and actually there's a picture of me at 2 years old holding my grandpa's guitar. And then I was 5 years old. My dad played piano, and we had a piano, and he taught me how to read music. So the first thing I learned was how to read music. And the simple way of playing piano. Then I was 9, and I took piano lessons with a very sweet teenager named Danielle. She was awesome. And then at 12, I joined school band. I played clarinet. I was first chair, and I got bumped to the high school band. I was actually, high school band. Clarinet's fun. I'm trying to learn to play it again. It does not sound as good as it used to sound. But I enjoyed playing clarinet. And then when I was 13, the movie Greatest Showman came out. And I had played guitar before, but like not like really played guitar, take like one lesson for fun. But the Greatest Showman came out, and there was a song, A Million Dreams, and I wanted to learn to play it. And I found a guitar under my mom's bed, and I started teaching myself how to play it. And then I started writing music. That's when I started writing music. In 6th grade, I wrote my first song. I was in school, and I was really bored, and I was trying to remember the theme song to my favorite show. And I realized this is not a theme song. I made it up, and I kept going with it. And then, And then when I was 15, I took guitar lessons when I moved to Georgia, which quickly turned into music production lessons. And 4 years later, here I am. I've been to Berkeley, which was a lot of fun. Berkeley College of Music. Highly recommend it.
Me too.
I know. I saw you. That's how we met.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how did we meet, Jacob? Actually, yeah, because you're from Oregon, and I'm from, where do I live? Georgia?
You sure about
Yep.
I'm pretty sure.
Georgia and Oregon, opposite sides of the planet.
Complete other ends.
Different
Polar-
countries.
Entirely so. Time zones, too.
Time zones.
12-hour difference.
12-hour difference.
Exactly. My
Exactly.
AM's your PM.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what?
That's a good question. I like to say met online, but Ben hates that answer.
Sounds so bad.
It does, but it's kind of true.
No, don't say like
Explain. Go. Agreed. Go.
No, go.
No.
You do it.
No, you do. I talked to her last time.
You guys
Your
know I'm
turn.
not good at explaining things.
You're really good at. You just use a lot of big words when you're talking about landscaping and elements incorporated.
Just pretend you're talking about landscape.
Yeah, you're talking about landscaping.
Okay. Do you want us to explain the entirety of Go Abundance?
You know something funny? I met you in Port St. Joe.
What?
I was in Port St. Joe when I met Ben. Not Ben. Jacob.
How?
Who's Ben?
Not you.
Online?
Jacob.
Fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
virtually.
you joined in March 2023. I was in Port St. Joe. The house down over that way. That was the first time I saw Jacob.
Yeah, so we met in Port.
We actually met on
Port
Zoom.
St. Joe.
But you were in Oregon.
And I was in Oregon.
You were in Oregon.
Because it's way cooler than Port St. Joe anyway.
Oregon's made up.
Port St. Joe.
That's where you currently are.
I can't say it.
I always say Port Joe, but apparently St. Port Joe's wrong.
Port St. Joe.
Port St. Joe. Apalachicola is funner to say. Say it.
Saint
Apalachicola.
Joe.
Say Apalachicola.
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 Now say Appalachia.
Appalachia.
Now say next to each other.
Apalachicola. Appalachia. What's Apalachicola. Appalachia. It's easy.
I grew up in Appalachia.
You can't trick me with your tongue twisters.
The fact that I could say it is worse because I'm speech impedimented.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Speech impedimented. We proved it. I looked it up. I am speech impedimented,
Dang.
but on the higher spectrum. By definition, it's called tongue-tied.
Good song.
No, it's a what?
It's a song.
It's a song.
Tongue tie.
Interesting.
You don't know that song?
By
No.
who?
Again, you're not mic'd. Just take it.
Wait, let me play the song. Tongue Tied is a great song by someone that I will figure that out in like 2 seconds. Let's see.
I think people like this podcast, so they think they're part of
Tongue Tied by Group Love. Tongue Tied by Group Love. Give it a listen.
Give
This is free advertising.
I love
There you go. That's your song, Anya.
You know, I thought when I was playing sports, I had a Gatorade bottle. I had a Dick's Sporting Good bottle, and everyone was decorating and putting duct tape on theirs. And my coach was like, "Why didn't you put any duct tape to decorate your thing?" Like that was their team bonding thing, was decorating bottles. This is 6th grade, and I looked at my coach and I said, "No, because if someone from Dick's Sporting Goods come, I'm free advertising for them, and they'll come up and give me money." or like they'll be happy that I'm advertising. And then she laughed her head off because I don't think I knew how advertising worked. And I was like, it's called advertising. It was really funny.
Dang. How'd that work out?
How did we meet, man? Oh, it didn't work. No one paid me anything. But I still have the water bottle. It's at my house.
This is not good podcast material.
How do you know? ASMR.
Gladly.
Genre entirely.
I wish we had this on video. Like, if you could see us right now, it's really funny. The facial expressions are half the thing. There's no camera. Because Jacob is a private person and doesn't want his face anywhere, even though you've been on Instagram before. Yeah, Jacob.
I'm gonna explain abundance.
Oh, that's a hard thing. I can't explain it to my friends.
Explain it right.
So, our dads are in an organization.
For rich people.
They're in the
Not-
You guys are broke, so you can't join.
That's so mean.
Abundance define go abundance.
How does go?
I'm just talking to all the broke listeners that are listening.
There's
to
no
this.
broke. This is like actually the avatar is broke people.
No, literally.
That's the avatar.
I'm just being honest.
I am broke. You are broke. We are all collectively broke except for Victoria.
That's a good point.
That's facts. No denying. She's rolling in it. She's a very successful real estate agent in Charlotte, North Carolina. So if you are Hispanic or white, it doesn't matter, but she loves Hispanics because it's on your Instagram. You're like, hi, bilingual.
Victoria Amaya here. If you're moving, relocating, or want to start your investment portfolio in Charlotte, North Carolina, I'd be more than happy to help you. I also serve in surrounding areas such as Gastonia, Concord, or Lincolnton, or Hickory Grove. If you live very far or want to move to places like Raleigh, or people that are really, really far and more than a 2-hour radius, I have amazing realtors that I can refer out to you. I work with them firsthand, and we can get you that closing really quickly and amazing. Less than 30 days, and it'll be really efficient. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.
Okay, so we're gonna put that at 0.75 speed.
I was about to say the same thing. I was like, what does that sound like in times two? Because I listen to podcasts in times two, but then I was listening to myself in
That's
times two,
already
and you
times
can't. You can't listen to us in times two. Izzy, your turn. Talk about snakes.
Oh no.
Give us a pitch. Give us a pitch. No, give us a pitch.
No, make one up.
Aussie Boyd snakes. Do you want exotic snakes?
Looking for designer morphs, designer ball python morphs. I don't have a spiel.
Aussie Boyds. Is that what it's called? Aussie Boyds? Aussie Boyds if you want
Aussie
snakes.
Boys,
LLC.
I do want snakes. Who doesn't want snakes?
I want snakes.
Everyone wants.
You have a
Just-
snake.
Everyone should just buy snakes when they're.
You know what?
hatching.
You know
Everyone-
Florida is full of snakes that are not supposed to. No, that came out wrong. I mean like.
issue.
Yeah, invasive snakes. Yeah, because people buy snakes, can't take care of them, and release them in the wild.
Oh.
So stupid.
Exactly. Agreed.
Especially in the that area that's like swampy and it has the like 20 feet long Burmese pythons.
Agreed. All right, so now we're going to define how we met. So our parents are in a thing called GoBundance, which is a community of high-achieving entrepreneurs, executives, and thought leaders. And it goes on.
No way we're gonna explain all of this.
I'm not going to explain all of this.
We're cutting all this, right?
I don't know yet. Anyways, they're in the same organization, and then my dad decided to make that same kind of organization for teenagers and the children of those in GoBundance. So he started something called Go Tribe, in which I am a member, Izzy's a member, Vicky's a member, and so is Jacob, and that is how we met. We met on a Zoom call, and then we met later on in person in Foxhall, Atlanta, Georgia, and then we met again in Miami in January, and then, in Colorado, and now we're in Florida.
Yes.
Because I
Fun,
love to go.
actually.
Who is it? Who texted you? Who texted you?
His mom.
Your mom. More pictures of your dog. He's got cute dogs.
No.
Who is it? Is it Kyle? His girlfriend texted him.
Oh my god.
Imagine. Wait. What about Ben?
What about Ben?
Oh wait, we're both trying to make that joke here because they'll think we're serious.
What? My girlfriend's name is Ben.
serious.
Everybody.
Tell them that Ben and Jacob are in love.
Ben and Jacob are in love,
Who's
but
Ben?
not that way.
Who's Ben?
Who's Ben?
Who's gonna hear this podcast?
Ben, don't just no. Okay, never mind.
Ben listens to the podcast.
Ben, turn the podcast up
This
right
is
now.
probably not going to come out until like May.
It's not coming out. Let's be
It's
honest.
coming out. I'm gonna
It's not.
listen to it, and it's gonna be so funny, and I'm gonna send it to
You
you.
better edit the crap. out of this.
It's gonna be like it's literally just gonna be, hey Jacob, welcome to the show. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
And-
yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, so we met online.
Pretty unique.
Very unique. Anything else you want to say about music, Jacob? This is a music. I need to have a lesson, something value to give the listener. So say something that I can turn into valuable.
Even someone like Jacob can get really.
Even someone like Jacob. No, that's facts.
That's fast.
Even if you start in 6th grade hand guitar, you can still end up on podcasts and touring with someone in Florida.
Do what you love.
On
Do
the
what you
Oprah
love.
show.
Huh? You're on a podcast. Yeah.
What?
What?
Nothing. It's not.
Are you gonna try to write your own song?
My song?
Yeah, your own song.
I don't have a song.
You're gonna ever write one?
No,
Why not?
because
Why?
I have you to do it for me.
No, you can. I'm gonna teach you music production though. That's
Okay.
happening. We'll have to decide when I'm gonna start teaching you though,
Okay.
and like how often we're gonna meet
Okay.
to teach you about it.
Okay.
I can teach you after this. I
Okay.
can do like a really quick rundown.
Okay.
EQs, compressors,
Okay.
comping.
Okay.
I went over most of that last
Okay.
night. Why are you talking so fast?
I don't
Okay. Only because he's talking fast.
We should rap the rest of the time.
Ready? Oh my gosh. Oh, I need to show you my podcast with Pfeiffer. We would just start randomly rapping. No, seriously. That's exactly what would go on.
You should give the viewers the backstory on this podcast.
This podcast?
Now.
What?
They should know.
I didn't give him the whole thing. I just gave him the intro because we had a theme. We had an intro song that we would sing ourselves, and it was to the theme, this tune of Lost Boy. It was really funny. I'll show you. We just start rapping randomly. Also, just want to clap you because and applaud you. Now you're doing it properly.
There's no way it still picks me up.
I want to applaud you because you said you were only going to be for 10 minutes. It's been 32 minutes.
Well, I thought we were gonna actually do like a podcast.
This is a podcast.
This is barely a podcast.
What do you think a podcast
This is
is?
a recording.
This is a record. That's what a podcast is. Just conversations being recorded.
Who made that podcast anyway?
People who like to talk
Let's
and
talk
want other
about the
people to
inventor
talk.
of podcasts.
All right.
Willie podcast.
Willie
Willie
podcast.
Podcast.
He was a farmer in Montana who
A
loved.
Destination microphones.
He did. He used to work at a studio, but he recently retired, and he missed talking to fun people, and he would meet fun people all the time at the Cracker Barrel. And so then he decided, these are fun conversations. Let's share them with the world. They would record it and then they'd upload it to YouTube, and then to other places. That's the history of podcasts.
There we go.
Someone please fact check me and comment below if I'm wrong, because I most likely am, because I just made that up. I'm always getting emails from Stitch Fix. I've unsubscribed so many times.
Stitch Fix
So
wants
many
you.
You
times.
can sue them for that, probably.
I probably should. I know someone who works at the Stitch Fix factory.
Get on it.
Yeah.
Send
Stitch
her
Fix,
in.
is that the one that gives you like garbage clothes all the time for way
They
too
told
much
me I
money?
could take a free test and they would tell me what kind of style I have, and I was like, cool. They never told me what style I had.
Yeah, you have to pay. Or
Yeah,
pay
I had to
your
pay, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Pff, no. And now they just email me all the time. I was like, "Pff, whatever.
$20, no flavor.
You know what's a genius prank? Getting someone's email and signing them up for a lot of spam.
That's horrible.
That's so mean.
It's so mean. I will never do that, but it's really funny.
With the
Any-
right person.
Write the right person. All right, music.
Any lasting thoughts?
Any last thoughts about music, Jacob?
No,
No? No?
No.
No?
not really.
What's your
not really.
relationship with music, Jacob?
Our relationship with music, we have a great relationship.
You-
Hang out all the time.
If you could, would you pursue a music career?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah?
I mean, no, not really.
No.
I'd rather just play in a band
I would love to
that
play
like
in
no
a
one
band.
knows about.
Would you move to Georgia and be in a band with me?
No?
That'd be a really cool band, though.
Would you move to Oregon?
No, because it's made up.
How dare you ask her that?
How dare you?
Sacrifice her life.
That's crazy.
But I can ask him.
Yeah, he doesn't have.
Atlanta is like the best place to live in if you want to tour anywhere because transportation is so easy when it comes to airplane.
I just want to tour at the same place every time.
What?
Or like not tour. Like just play in a band like in one place.
You want
Yeah.
one place you play at?
Like bars.
Yeah. I'd rather just play with people rather than for people.
You can do that in Georgia.
But like actually sound good.
Agreed.
I mean, performing live is fun, but like, what?
Play with other skilled musicians.
You know what I learned when I had my show? Because I was playing in a bar, and so everyone was like kind of talking, and there were some points where I'm like, you know what? I bet you no one's actually listening to me, which is wrong because there are people who were, but what if they weren't? And I was like, you know what? This is so much fun because even if no one was here at this bar right now, I would still be right here playing, and I would be having the greatest time. And then I would just start playing, and then at one point I look up, and everyone's looking at you because like that's the thing that draws someone to you. Is like you just love music, and I was like, this is actually great because I love music, and again, I'd do this if no one was here, but because you are here, you can see how much I love it, and then I can bring you into my world, and you can see, it's like it's contagious.
Deep.
It's contagious. But I had so much fun playing that live show. I'm excited to do it again.
Elaborate on the live show. On the live show.
You play at church.
What?
You play
no,
at church.
I said elaborate on the live show that you're talking about for the viewers. I mean listeners.
What did you say?
On the live show, like tell them about
Oh,
it.
tell them about it.
Yeah.
I went to an open mic night the day after I got down here. My mom told me about it. She's like, "You want to go?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?" And I just went. And then there was only 2 other people there, and so I got to play like 9 songs. And then afterward, the owner came up to me and he was like, "Hey, how long you in town for?" And I was like, "End of March. Why?" And he goes, "You want to play a show Monday night?" And I was like, "How long?" 3 hours. Sure. And so I had like 4 days to come up with a 50 song set list and
That's insane.
memorize it. And I played, and it was awesome. I only ended up playing 34 songs because 50 songs actually.
34 songs.
I played 34 songs. My
I don't
fingers
know
turned
34
purple.
songs.
I didn't memorize all of them. I
That'd be crazy if you
I
did.
brought some notes with me.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And I didn't even expect that to happen. An employee told me afterward, he said that the owner has never hired someone from an open mic night before. So he said you should be flattered. And I was like, oh, thank you. Oh, shucks. Oh, shucks. I was awful, though. People gave me tips. There was like a tip jar, right? I felt like I was stealing their money.
Anya?
You earned that.
I know I earned it,
3
but I still
hours,
feel like I
couple fingers.
stole it.
No.
Because I would have done it for free. I would have done that for free. That was
Don't
fun.
matter. You gotta make a living.
Do what you
need to
love.
get paid.
I'm going to give you a microphone next time, honestly. Because I can hear you, but they can't.
Jacob, stop. Your turn.
Your turn. All right, you have anything else about music, or should we wrap
No.
this up?
Let's wrap this up.
Let's wrap this up.
Let's wrap this
You
up.
did a great job, by the
Thank
way.
you.
Like, so good. I think you're my favorite guest on the show.
Have you had guests before?
Yes.
Like 3.
No, I've
Dang.
had
Recorded many
I
others,
have
she just hasn't-
10 I have 10 episodes already recorded.
10 episodes recorded.
10 episodes already recorded.
So stay tuned, guys, because there's more
I
coming
have
soon.
Mike Warner on my podcast.
Who is Mike Warner? Is
That's
that
my
the Warner
favorite.
Bros. Guy?
No, actually. No, he's the leading expert on music streaming and playlisting in the country.
Nice.
I met him at Berkeley. He's actually so great. Check him out.
Like Warner.
Mike Warner. He's a great guy. He's from Australia.
Does he sound Australian?
No, he sounds Tennessean.
Tennessee.
Does
My
he have
bad.
an Australian accent?
Yes, he's an Australian accent.
Yo.
Awesome.
Guys, you should listen to that podcast
It's
because
a
he
great
has an
podcast.
Australian accent.
He's not, just because
Y'all
of the
laugh at him.
accent. I also had a Canadian on my podcast, Alexandra Beck.
That's not an accent I wanna hear.
What? She's actually so sweet. That was a nice, fun one to do. I've had someone from New York on my podcast, Danny Felt. She's really nice too. That was a good conversation.
Did she have a? Where is she?
Huh?
New York accent.
Did this
She
person
didn't have a really
New,
bad New York accent, but she was from New York.
Yeah.
You
so
don't
was
have a New
Vicky.
York accent.
A little bit.
There, my uncle has one.
Does she have a New York
A
accent?
Brooklyn accent. She does not. No, you don't.
Everyone that I go to and I talk to says they know I'm from New York.
You know, people tell me they can hear my southern accent because when I tell them I live in Georgia, and
I can hear your southern
I don't have a southern accent.
Yes, you do.
It's
I
horrible.
have a southern accent.
It's disgusting.
You're disgusting.
Disgusting you.
Whatever. I can do a southern accent. I can do the southern like farmer one and then a southern belle.
Do it.
Southern belle.
Southern what?
Southern belle. Order lemonade.
Can I have some lemonade?
I want some sugar with your lemonade, honey.
What the heck?
A little bit of sugar. All right, I'll get that right for you.
That's a riz.
You gotta give me
Let's
your
be
shoulder.
honest.
Talk like this. You gotta give me your shoulder. That's all it is. Otherwise, I can't do it. It's not as easy. You gotta go like this. You gotta. And then when you said the head in the way, you can't do it.
Darn cute.
Darn cute and tootin'.
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 Let's wrap this up.
All right, Jacob. Thank you for being on the show. Outro time.
Okay.
I might do the outro later because I needed to put this into chat and ask him to give me a takeaway so that there's some value added.
No way.
All right, you know, I'm gonna come up with a takeaway right now. Our takeaway: music is a fun thing, and you should listen to it. That was a terrible outro.
I disagree. Let's debate this.
All right, go. Give me your top 3 points.
Music is not meant to be listened to.
What is
It's meant
it?
to be experienced.
Oh, okay.
What do you think of that?
I actually agree with you.
Immerse
I just made
yourself.
that up, and it's a stupid answer.
No,
so.
it's not a stupid answer.
Okay, outro, go.
Outro. I'm gonna do the outro later. Again, I
Do
have
it
to
right
give
now.
us- do it right now.
Yeah.
But I don't remember everything we talked about to find like the most
Just say something
valuable
like,
thing.
Best.
Hey guys, thanks for coming. Blah blah blah, etc.
Thank you, Jacob, for being on the show today. And thank you to everyone listening right now. This is Off Key and On Pitch. Thank you for listening, and keep dreaming big.
What if I don't want
What?
Guys, that
That was good.
entertaining. That wasn't as terrible as I thought it would be.
I should have gotten that on recording. And that's a wrap. If you made it through this wonderfully chaotic episode, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you laughed. I hope you felt something real. And I hope you felt like you were right there with us having a conversation full of completely random thoughts and connection and energy. A couple of things that stood out to me from today's episode were the undeniable power of laughter and the importance of collaboration. Laughter. I cannot stress enough how freeing and necessary it is to laugh. At life, at ourselves, at the chaos, honestly. It's so easy to get bogged down in the seriousness of it all. But laughter is what pulls us out of that. It breaks down walls, it connects us in ways words can't, and it reminds us that no matter how tough things get, there's always room for joy. I'll never forget a moment back at Berklee College of Music. I was so frustrated, I was tired, totally stressed out, and I tripped while carrying my lunch tray up some stairs, and my shrimp and grits went flying everywhere. I had an important meeting coming up, and I couldn't even change my clothes. Everyone at the lunchroom stopped and stared at the girl covered in food, but instead of getting mad and breaking down in tears, I just busted out laughing. It was such a ridiculous moment to me, and laughter was the only thing that made sense. That was like the cherry on top of a really bad day, but it still reminded me that, when it feels heavy, sometimes all you can do is laugh and keep going. And I crushed that meeting, by the way. And my good friend Shay helped me clean myself up because I had shrimp and grits all on my face and on my hair, not to mention my clothes. But but that leads me into my next key takeaway, which is connection. Connection is everything, whether in music, in life, or in creativity. We are at our best when we collaborate. Life was not meant to be lived alone, and creativity doesn't thrive in isolation. There's something so beautiful about the way ideas bounce off of each other, how we grow and learn through the act of sharing. And each time I collaborate, especially with people I love, I'm reminded of how music, like life, blossoms through connection. This episode is proof of that. The back and forth, the shared laughs, the way we built on each other's thoughts, the inside jokes that I hope some of you got. That's the magic of collaboration. So I encourage you, wherever you are in your journey, to seek out those connections, build your community, your tribe, the people you can create with. I also would like to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to Jacob Graham, Victoria Amaya, and Isabel, Izzy, Osman. I love you all so dearly, and it meant so much to have you on my podcast so that one of our conversations at least can live on forever in a digital form. And I can't wait to have you guys back on for when Crocodile Tears comes out. So everyone listening, be on the lookout for that podcast and for the song when it finally comes out. And be sure to listen to Arachne featuring Jacob Graham on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you stream your music. It is an amazing song, and you will absolutely love it. So I would love to hear your thoughts, so let me know what your key takeaways from this episode were, if there was a moment that you really loved, if there was something we mentioned that you'd like for me to do a deeper dive on. Please feel free to drop a comment or send me a DM at Tzayla.official. I absolutely would love to hear from you. And if you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your fellow music nerds. You can also keep up with me at Tzayla.official on Instagram. I post there every single day at 2 p.m. You can also stream my music, check out more of my podcast episodes, or even read my blog version of this, all of which can be found at Tzayla.com, spelled Tzayla.com, or Tzayla.com/linktree. You can find all of my links there as well. But before we go, if you take anything away from this episode, let it be the best things in life happen when we laugh, connect, and take the leap together. So keep dreaming big, and remember, adventure sounds like this. Alrighty then, if you stuck around this long, thank you so much for listening. There were some moments in our conversation that I personally enjoyed too much to delete, but didn't think that you'd want to waste time listening to it. So I put it here at the end, so if you want to check them out, feel free. I think it's just us goofing around. And if you notice that my voice sounds weird, it is because we talked for so long, not on this podcast, because of the trip in general, that I did lose my voice, and it's slowly coming back. But enjoy, and thank you so much for listening.
Look at this picture of my dog that my mom just sent me. It's his face on the ground.
That's actually a really cute picture.
Look at this. He's just flat.
I need sunscreen, Victoria.
You're not burned.
Sunscreen.
I am.
You are not burned.
Look at how burned my feet are, bro.
Your feet are not burned. Have you?
Hey, I put sunscreen on.
Okay.
Vicky, what color is the water bottle?
Clear.
It's blue.
Oh, water bottle blue.
What color is this here?
Oh, I don't know. It's like a yellow.
It's a brown. What color is the house?
Blue.
Okay, it's like a teal. So all of these she's getting wrong. Maybe she's colorblind. Looky, maybe.
High key, mid key, maybe. Off key.
Off key and on pitch. There's someone who does or doesn't want, who wants to listen.
Deep down, there's someone
That wants to listen to you talk.
So do this
No,
for
there's
them.
not.
Believe it or not, somewhere in this world.
Okay, let's hear your question.
My question?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. I have to say welcome to the show first. Or do you want me to do the intro and outro with you here?
The audio, make sure it's working.
I already tested his and it's working, and I'm testing mine currently, and mine is working.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. See, the thing is, they don't have mics though, so everyone's gonna be like in the background.
Jacob, wake the heck up.
I can get you a microphone if you want.
Nah, it's okay.
Nah, it's okay.
Save my time.
Save my time.
Save my time.
Save my
Your
time.
time is shine.
You ready?
I'm so ready.
You ready?
I'm so ready.
Oh, this is gonna be so much fun.
Let's go.
This
I'm
is-
cringing already.
Cringing already.
I'm so
What?
good.
Do we need to be quiet?
You don't have
Yeah,
to be.
just talk.
If you want to talk, you have to get closer so somebody can pick you up.
For no background.
You don't need to say before we start.
No.
You always doesn't need to say talk.
No.
I might actually put this in the podcast. I think it's really funny. It's my podcast. I have so much control, and Mia tells me all the time, I'm like, can I do this my podcast? And she goes, it's your podcast.
You do?
I'm like, oh, I can do anything I want.
Oh, really?
It's too much power. I agree. I don't do it most of the time. Most of the time, I don't do it because you shouldn't do it. But it's really funny. Oh, yeah. Hi, Jacob. Welcome to the show today.
Hey, how's it going? Glad to be here.
Yeah, glad you're here. I had to find the questions because I'm only halfway prepared.
Dang, that's crazy.
Oh, dang, that's crazy.
Maybe you should come prepared next time.
I am currently prepared, but I didn't realize that. Hang on, I'm scrolling. All right, so what is the how many penguins does it take to sink a rowboat?
Well, it depends on the buoyancy of the rowboat, to be honest, and the weight of the penguins. What type of penguin are we talking about here?
I found her. I'll say hi in a second.
Is this gonna be edited, or are we just like doing it raw, just going straight to Spotify?
I will edit it. I will also add an intro and an
So I can
outro.
just say whatever I want right now.
You can, and I'll
Okay.
think about putting it in. You might have to start all over again because I can't find anything in this chat.
Sounds good.
I like the way that he used the word buoyancy. Use that.
Buoyancy?
Do it again.
Do it
Buoyancy.
again.
Depends on the buoyancy of the boat.
Depends on the buoyancy.
We're being honest.
When did I send? Oh, there it is. All right, now we can start.
Don't lose that plastic wrap. Well, I haven't had a single bug bite. Fun thing.
Huh?
What?
I hate you.
I hate you.
I have a bug bite on my scar.
No way you're saying that. Tzayla's mom.
Oh, no! I would never.
I hate you.
What?
Oh, that's funny.